Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2802 of What You Up To Now. Spot where I document the journey. Originally, as I moved from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business, and then back and forth again with the pandemic and everything. So grateful that I had already started my online presence. It kept me going during that time period where a lot of people stopped, lost their businesses, etc. So today we're talking about final day on spiritual health and well-being. Our focus on that this year, which again, for our personal life, it's we all know that it's important to be connected to something outside of ourselves, but it's been really eye-opening for talking about it with respect to businesses, because a lot of business owners never even consider that there's a spiritual aspect to their business. Some don't even think there's a spiritual aspect to their life, much less to their business. And so I hope that I've shown them during this course of this month how it can be an incredibly powerful culture builder. It can be an incredibly powerful business way to connect with the people that you're here to serve and to help you grow and build and be a competitive advantage to help you grow and build and supersize that business. So today, step 7 of the process is to educate. By educate, I mean share what you learn, share what you know with other people, right? Even if they don't pay you, we share with other people because it makes the world a better place, right? What we put out into the world is what comes back to us. So I feel like we have a moral obligation to share what we know. I think one of the things that bothered me the most back in my corporate career was that people hoarded information. If you needed anything done, it took forever, the bigger the corporation, because you had to go through all these channels and all these people who were protecting their little piece of the pie because of scarcity mentality and scarcity thinking. Oh, if I let other people know how to do this, then they're not going to need me and I'm not going to have a job. How silly is that? So I believe that what we put into the universe, we get back. So we want to share and educate and teach people the things that help us, right? And every year we come up with usually seems to be a 7-step process. Not sure why, but it's been a 7-step process for the last couple of years. And this year's process is the IDEANCE process. And I've got it. Is that right side up? Yeah. No, upside down. You don't have to be perfect to do anything, right? So educate, meaning how do we share? How do we teach? How do we expand ourselves by expanding what we put out into the world? I can't remember what guru is saying now that we're out of the information age. And I think AI pushed us out of that because there's so much information available. I mean, it felt that way, 10 years ago when I started to do anything online. And that feeling has just been even more so exploding in all of our lives. And it's like anything else. It can be good and it can be bad. It's what we choose to look at, what we choose to look for in any change, any technology. So I choose to look for the wisdom in it. But I think we're going into more of a wisdom age, or at least a big group of the population is going into a human becoming awake and more wise age. And others are staying stuck in the lower dimensions. Definitely a woo-woo topic I'm not going into. So anyway, I think that what we put into the universe, if we share and educate, that helps us to expand and ascend and grow, right? And we're all here to set an example for other people and make the world a better place, at least the people I talk to. So I learned it in college, actually, way back in the day when we had study groups. I realized that when I talked and asked questions and shared my perspective in those groups, that I got a much clearer understanding of very complex engineering subjects back then. And different math that my brain couldn't fathom until somebody else explained it to me in English, usually. And this lesson really hit home when I learned and heard Steve Larson talking about the importance of and how it helped him in college. As soon as he learned something, he would find somebody else to teach it to. Nowadays, you can just do a post about it. That's teaching and sharing and might reach way more people than if you just share it with one person. I'll let you know a little secret. Sometimes I just share it with my granddaughter. Why? Because they might not understand it now, but I guarantee it's going into their subconscious because our subconscious keeps track of everything. And someday when they need to know that, it will appear for them. I know that seems weird, but I absolutely positively believe that. So that is our topic for today. I am doing my first school coffee because, every video you got to see me with a coffee cup. I think it's because I gave coffee up for 5 years, and then I realized and found out when I had another health challenge that it was actually good for me. And I started drinking it again. And I only have a cup or two a day, but I really enjoy it. That first sip of coffee in the morning is just yummy. So I'm doing my first school video call today. I know at least one person's going to be on it. I'd love to have you join me if you so choose. It's a Supersize Your Business group. You don't have to be a business owner, but it helps if you've got some business experience or have some desire about business. But I think the person that's going to be on today, we're not going to be probably talking about business. We're going to be talking about big beliefs. And I think that's exciting. All right. That's it. Have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.